If you want to see how I made this very unique and delicious one-of-a-kind leftover fried rice, just keep on watching till the end and I will show you the ingredients that I use. Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen again. In today's video, I'm gonna make some fried rice for our breakfast. This is a different kind of fried rice with a twist and full of flavor. So let's get started. So in here I have some cucumber. This is the leftover from the sushi I made. I'll be using cilantro as well. I'll be using horseradish, white onions, and I'll be using beef fats. This is what I'm gonna use as the oil. I have garlic, and I also have some ginger. And then in here I have some scrambled eggs and crabs. So the crabs was the leftover from the sushi I made, so I decided to put this in the fried rice. And then I want to put some corn because I have this corn for about 2 weeks now and I really don't want this to get bad, so I decided to put corn on this one. And then I'll be using some less sodium soy sauce. Then I have some rice in here. This is actually the sushi rice. It was kind of, I didn't want to waste anything, so I decided to put some water and just scrape it in the pot, and it was enough to make fried rice, and Charlie really liked fried rice. And then I'm gonna be using salt to taste and some garlic salt, that way it will have a nice taste. So let's get started everyone. So I'll be using my wok everyone. I really love using this for fried rice and any other cooking. I'm gonna add my beef fat in here once this is ready. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add the beef fat. So I'm gonna let this saute for a little bit, that way it will have time for the oil to come out. And I decided to chop this one, that way it's easier, because normally I just dump this on the skillet or wok and then, you know, it takes a while. So I decided to chop this. So I'm gonna let this saute for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I will add some ingredients for this one. This is my fried rice with a twist. Alright everyone, this is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions. But before that, I'm gonna take the fat, that way I can feed this to the dog, because once I put onions and garlic and ginger, the dog can't have this. So I'm gonna transfer this in a serving bowl. I have this bowl that I use for the dog. You know, I just keep it to the side. Washed it whenever I finish mixing their food. So I'm gonna take this out, because normally I just leave the fat, but since this is really good for the dog, this will add a really good flavor later. And look how much oil this fat produces, a lot. Okay, so that should be good. Now I'll put that to the side, and now I'm gonna add my onions. Then I will add the garlic and ginger. So I'm gonna let this saute for about 3 to 4 minutes until the onions is translucent, and then the smell of the garlic and ginger comes out. You know, the aroma. I love the aroma of the ginger and garlic together. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook for about 4 minutes. Then once it's done, I'll be back. Alright everyone, this is ready. As you can see, look at that nice brown color. So now I'm gonna add my corn. This is gonna be really good everyone. If you don't want corn, don't put the corn. But I like having different flavor. This is just experiment recipe for me, you know. You can't just have the same fried rice all the time. So make it kind of twist it a little bit. Then I'm gonna add the horseradish, then the cucumber. So this will make it like so delicious and so much flavor. So I'm gonna just give this a really good mix, and then I'm gonna season this with some garlic salt. Here's my garlic salt. So I'm gonna season this with garlic salt just a little bit. That should be enough. And then gonna season this with just a little bit of parsley. There you go. Now let's give this a good mix. I'm hungry, but I need to eat because I'm doing a cardio after I eat. And we're in carnivore diet, so I'll be eating meat, but I need to cook something for Charlotte first. So I'm gonna let this saute for about 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. So guys, my timer, I have 3 minutes left for this. So I time this for 7 minutes, and make sure that you stir this every now and then, that way it's not gonna get burned in the bottom. And if you don't have any beef fat, you can actually use butter or oil. You know, whatever oil you use is perfectly okay. It will taste just the same. And if you don't like the corn, you don't have to put the corn. But I like experimenting. And you know, experimenting that's how you become a really good chef. So you don't have to be perfect all the time. You have to experiment. So I'm gonna just mix this. The aroma of the cucumber and horseradish, oh my lord, it's good. So I'm gonna let this continue cooking, and then I'll be back. Alright, my timer is done, everyone. So now I'm gonna add the rice. So these are just some leftover rice. You know how when you cook rice and there's like we call it dukot in Bisaya. I don't know what it is in English, but you know, it stick to the bottom of the pot or the pan or the rice cooker. But what you can do is put water on it and let it soak overnight, and then the next morning you'll have you a rice that's soft and ready to make fried rice. So we call it dukot in the Philippines. But you know, I didn't even think of researching that what is it in English. Don't throw any food if it's still good. Just make it to something else, you know. So this is the leftover rice, everyone, and leftover rice from the sushi, and I just add some vegetables. So now, everyone, I'm gonna add the crabs and eggs. So just do that like that. Now I'm gonna give this a good mix. Now guys, I'm gonna put some soy sauce to add a little bit of color. So I will probably be using about 3 tablespoons, but it depends on you, okay? You can add as little or as much soy sauce, it depends. So I don't want to add too much either, because I don't want this to be salty. Oh my goodness, this is looking so delicious. And okay. Alright, so I'm gonna add my cilantro on this one. This will add a really nice aroma. So if you haven't tried cilantro, oh my gosh, you'll be addicted to it. Cilantro is healthy for you, it's good for you, and it's really good, guys. Okay. And since this is just an optional, since I have some leftover sushi wrap, I don't want it to go to waste, and I don't really have the big bag to store them. So I'm gonna put this here with the fried rice just to add that texture and that color, and it will add it a nice flavor as well. So this is just an optional if you don't want to have the sushi roll, or I think it's my goodness, I forget the name, but anyway, this is the big sheet of sushi roll that I just tore into little pieces. So I'm gonna add this in here, that way it will add a nice flavor. So if you don't have this, it's totally fine. You can use green onions and just chop it finely, or you can just use cilantro. Cilantro is really good as well. So I'm gonna mix this well, and when it's already mixed all the way, I'm gonna let this cook for like maybe 5 minutes, just to get the rice a nice color. Oh my goodness, I gotta taste this one because I want it to taste good for Charlotte. I love spoiling my family for my home cooked meal, everyone. I always cook every day. That's why my kitchen is always a mess, but it's a good thing. I just don't like going out and then knowing that I can cook better. Ay, charot. Sorry guys. Yeah, my husband always tells and brag that I can cook better than the restaurant. And I can. I really do. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. It depends, because I want that rice to have a nice color to it. And then once it's done cooking, I will show you the finish. I'll be back. So guys, ito, this is ready. This is done. Oh my gosh, I tasted this. It's so delicious. The soy sauce that I added, about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, really. It was just perfect. So adding the nori here is a great idea. It adds a really nice taste, and when you eat the sushi roll, the nori is just, oh my god, perfection. So with the cilantro and stuff, my gosh, it's a taste of heaven. Anyway guys, this is finished. And so the corn combination with the nori and then the cucumber is just a perfect combination. And then adding about like a few garlic salt. I don't really measure it anymore, because I kind of like I know how much to add. So if you need to measure, start with about 2 tablespoons of garlic. But if you don't have that many, like this one is a lot, start with 1 teaspoon, okay? And with the soy sauce, you have to play around. Add by like 3 tablespoons first, and then if you need more, add more. And then the parsley that I added to this one is great as well. So between the nori, the crabs, the eggs, and the cucumber, all this is just so delicious, everyone. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy this video. This is a great meal to prepare, especially if you have some leftover rice and you don't know what to do. Instead of throwing it away, you can cook it as a fried rice. So anyway guys, so shout out to everyone, and thank you. Adios amigos. Bye bye.